All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Black Ramen Podcast.
Yo.
Please avoid, what's going on over here. Had to exfoliate. This is a special summer anime recap, Olympic USA edition. Had to
Shout out to Simone Biles, the GOAT.
And Noah Lyles, fastest man in the world.
The fastest nerd in the world. Listen.
Yeah. Yo, he must have been running in Area 52 as well. They just didn't catch him.
Naruto running. That's how he's going to do his 200.
I just don't understand why people are upset. They're saying, oh, only nerds like Noah. No. Your mama like Noah too, bitch. Why you guys are so upset? Because this guy gained so much popularity being an amazing athlete. Like, he just pointed out some stuff that got y'all upset because he knows geography, right? It doesn't make sense to be world champion in the world if you're only playing basketball amongst each other in the U.S. Maybe it sounds a little cocky, but how do y'all really feel about the big three being the big three, right? You always get upset when somebody says, no, Hunter x Hunter's not on there. It's not based on feelings, it's facts. So he gave you facts, you got upset, and now we here. And guess what's around his neck?
Gold.
Rest my case. Rest my case. It's been an interesting watch. I love it. I'm having fun. I myself, I'm Chatty Patty, aka Combative Straw Hat, aka the Celestial Freaking Dragon, and I have with me.
Hello. This is Sleepy Bree, new biggest fan of Simone Biles and Noah Lyles. Absolutely crushing it to represent America. So thank you, athletes. I know I don't even watch sports, but I'm watching this and I am cheering for y'all.
We're not worthy. We are not worthy. As Americans, we are not worthy.
What's up, people? This is Derby, aka Sexual Chocolate. Also tuning into the Olympics from time to time, mainly over Bree's shoulder.
I could just imagine. Derby's like, say what now? What happened? Oh, okay.
You don't know how accurate that statement is. That's basically how the day goes.
Small note for the weird irony of America sucking at all the shooting sports.
Wait, did you see that Russian assassin?
Yeah.
Hand in his pocket?
Yeah. Everybody
Those have been making the rounds.
Yeah, he couldn't get gold because, he had to lay low. He's undercover.
I saw that too. First of all, that's the guy that you need to play if they ever decided to do a live action for the love of kill. That's the guy.
Or
I was thinking Sakamoto days.
Ooh,
I was thinking the prequel for the world's deadliest assassin gets isekai'd. Just for that one episode, we bring that guy.
Yeah. I remember that. We all remember he was an old guy, right? Before he got set up. Yeah, that's a good isekai. Woo, I don't want to go all over the place, but I'm just saying, Derbs, the way you're going to be eating this year, the amount of isekais that are just coming out the woodwork, that's crazy.
It's good to be an isekai fan right now. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I worked hard at it.
Listen.
I deserve my flowers.
You do deserve your flowers. You got your flowers. Listen, you asked for it and you got it.
Right?
You got it. They listen, especially if it's coming from Derb's mouth. They listen. Not Derby. Sorry.
Wow.
Bree.
What can I do for you, ma'am?
Beautiful vixen. I know you wanted to do a recap of all the summer animes that we are catching up on. So since you requested that we should do a wrap up, I'm curious, Bree.
Yeah.
What are your... Matter of fact, we'll go around each other one for one, right? 3 times, because y'all not going to fuck me up with this editing. So
my first one, and again, I'll just do one, then I'll pass the torch.
Okay.
The Elusive Samurai. So it had taken me a while to get to this one. I had watched Mother's Basement's usual season rundown, And I had been mad behind on a ton. I was traveling earlier this summer. I had missed like the first 2, 3 episodes of almost every
Mhm.
anime. So I saw this one and I said, "Oh wait, that's pretty." So it's one of those historical ones, but get
Mhm.
this, I'm pretty sure this is by Cloverwork
It
because
is.
the way they are torturing children,
Oh, it
it
is.
is top notch.
It is.
Cloverwork at their best.
Yeah.
It's bright, it's vibrant, the animation is gorgeous, and they
Beautiful,
just do a
Chris.
lot of really creative things with art styles. If you try to play a drinking game, every time they switch the art style, take a
You'll die.
shot, you'll
You'll
die
die.
5 minutes in.
Oh yeah, for
Because
sure.
they just are really coming out the bag and having fun with it. So if you don't know Elusive Samurai, it's one of those historical ones about the young lord of a territory. His entire family is killed, so now he has to, try to get back his territory, but he sucks at fighting.
Mhm.
His superpower of sorts is he parkours so hard he escapes all danger. He is an expert at running away. So
Mhm.
his entire thing is always running away to achieve victory. So a few season episodes in, this is the mid-season check-in, and it is great. It is just worth watching for the visuals alone.
Okay. I totally agree. This is a masterpiece. This is a piece of. First of all, I'm very, very, definitely afraid if anybody in Cloverwork has kids because the
Oh yeah.
way. Oh, yes, needs to be
Call
called
CPS. Call whoever the Japanese version is.
and call them
Uh,
ASAP. Call them
yeah, they need
ASAP.
help fast.
For real. But I do have one concern, right? I
Mhm.
feel like the tone set on the anime is all over the place because one minute I'm concerned about a kid just got assassinated or beheaded, and then at the same time we're laughing at this nigga with these eyes. Just pop out from around. You know what I'm saying? It's just all over the place, and I don't know how to take it. So, it's like the slapstick comedy. I would appreciate it if the pacing was a little like don't come laughing, give me a gimmick right after a sad scene because I'm like, oh, y'all just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? My emotions are just all over the place. So that's the only thing I have. That's my only gripe about this anime. I love every single character we get introduced. It is like Bree said, this was an amazing ride, another masterpiece from Cloverwork. So yeah, it got me. It's just I might not stick to this at the end, but yeah, it's a good piece of work so far. It's just all over the place for me.
I
Derbs, how
love
you
that
feel about it?
chaotic wildness.
Oh no, I'm having a good time. Similar to you, I'm a little concerned about the plot getting lost in, some of the shenanigans and side stories. It feels kind of like a video game where there's just a lot of side missions, and they might not be fully necessary. So it might be cool to see it one day, like just trimmed down, or like watch like a movie recap and see like if that was better. I doubt it. There might be some great stuff in the back. So we'll see how it goes. It's just starting. What, 4 or 5 episodes? They got a bit of time to cook.
I feel like I've been bullied. I'm gonna remember this when y'all announce yours. I will find every bone to pick with it. I will pick a bone from a bowl of pudding. Go ahead.
I think we lost Patty somehow.
Then it
Uh,
sounds like you're up. What's your
yes,
first pick?
yeah. I'll go with the one I picked off of you.
Rude.
So mine's is Makain. Too many losing heroines. So it starts off with basically we have our main character reading a light novel, so already kind of in, you know, watching a nerd do nerd things. This is great. And then he look up from his book that he just finished and see one of these scenes happening in real time as some childhood friend is basically getting dumped. The worse than getting dumped, she's not actually getting dumped. She's encouraging her childhood friend to go after the other girl while she just sits there
As a proper
waiting
second place character should do.
exactly. So she is the childhood friend, and like the next scene is her just doing something super pathetic, and then she locks eyes with our main characters, and the story takes off from there. I'm not gonna say what she did because I want you to enjoy that moment as much as I enjoyed that moment. So basically, it's just the main character finding a bunch of chicks who traditionally in romance shows lose. They do not get the boo. All right, they get rejected. Their confession is turned down, so on and so forth, and he's just collecting them basically at this point. So it's
Hmm.
giving harem vibes, obviously, but it is so fucking funny at
Okay.
every point. So yeah,
Okay.
that is my pick. I pick your bone, Bray. Go for it.
Right?
I
I'm
dare you.
so mad because you stole it from me and I can't grumble because it is just that good of a show. All the characters are so vivid and fun. It doesn't just feel like some kind of collect 'em all harem. Every time he encounters another one of these losing heroines, as the title is, we just see so much about them and have so much fun with their interactions, not just with the main character, but also with each other. It feels vivid, it feels great, and like, gosh darn it, how dare you pick that one?
Is this all right? Is this Gigi harem? Is that it?
No.
No,
What's it called
this
again?
is Makain. Too many losing heroines.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. Okay, let me check this out because
Oh,
y'all are
definitely do.
teasing it. Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
I have to say,
definitely-
I'm loving this trend of all those animators who used to work on these like hardcore action scenes. It's like, I'm going to take a chill with some nice slice of life, but I'm going to animate the shit out of this slice of life. I'm going to animate every strand of hair, every drop of water. I'm going to make this
Gotta get the water right.
beautiful.
Gotta
But
get the
slice
water
of life has always been known to be an exquisite piece of genres. When I feel like when you don't have to focus too much on sequence fight scenes and choreography, and just focus on maybe costume design, story, you have more money and more time to just focus on just more of the artwork.
I
Maybe.
think it's also there's a little less to hide behind. So like when you
Mhm.
have like an action show, like you can have some really cool fight scenes, some really cool action shots that let you, just kind of carry the show just a little bit. So like even though the story was a little weak this episode or that episode, it's like, yeah, but did you see how cool that looked? Whereas like with Slice of Life, it's like there's only so cool you can draw like them walking to school. But if you
Mm,
get that banter just right, oh,
I'm coming back. I'm
exactly.
coming back. I'm coming back. Okay. Let me see. I'm so excited.
I
Okay,
just
so
can't fight it. Mm.
I know. Okay. So okay, now I know what I want. I know what I want. I got it.
You got it? You
Yes.
sure? Positive?
Failure to frame. I'm going
Interesting.
to pick
Go for it.
this. The artwork is trash. I don't care
Okay.
what anybody
I
says.
was worried you were gonna not you were gonna lie.
No. It is trash. The way CGI just pop out of fucking nowhere, crazy. I'm just, you know what it is? I'm waiting for the revenge because I feel like it's gonna be mad hard.
Mm.
That's what I think. I think the revenge is gonna be so. Hold on. Okay,
Yeah, he got his revenge right now.
I see. But I feel like the revenge is gonna be so good, and it's gonna. Oh God, where's your dad? No, I feel like the revenge is gonna be so great. The build up has me at awe, right? And like just how it started off with story had me so like concerning. I'm like, damn, this is brutal for the first episode. His parents don't want him. His like he's being bullied in school. So basically, the premise of this is like it's a basic isekai, not too basic because the torment this guy gets. So this guy's in the school bus and he witnesses that a girl is getting picked on and he's like, should I say something? But then in him trying to figure out if he should say something to jump in so the girl don't get picked, he puts in a backstory about himself, which I thought that was very cool. Because he's like, should I jump in? I mean, I should be used to this. She should be used to it too. Look at my life. Nobody gave a fuck about me. My mom didn't care. My mom didn't care. My dad didn't care. My sister didn't care. Like nobody cared. I ain't eat for a couple of days. So you get his backstory on why he's contemplating and jumping in to protect this girl. Long and behold, fast forward, the bus, gets hit by another bus. Something happens, and they get isekai. I know, boo. And then guess what? So there's a princess, a goddess, who says, "Okay, thank you for coming. We need you to protect us, and da da da. You were chosen." And as everybody gets in line and gets their particular power, guess what happened? It's
He
time for
doesn't get a power.
he doesn't get shit. He doesn't even get toilet paper. That's how bad it is. Nothing. So he gets sideswiped. And he's like, wait, hold up, bitch. How you gonna sideswipe me? Like I don't get it. And then he realizes that now he's being shunned like really bad by the goddess. And now the goddess is trying to turn the whole classroom against him and say, actually he's low-key a villain, so let's just kill him now. So he gets sent to underworld, and she's like, "Yeah, catch me if you can, bitch." So he starts learning about his powers and learning of the true nature of the goddess. I'm not gonna break down what you'll see. You'll see. And his main focus is now, I'm coming back and I'm coming for you. You had to just say I'm coming back because you know Patty loves a good revenge story. So the buildup was very good. I'm not gonna hold you. I might not be in for the last stop on this ride. The CGI does hurt my eyes a bit, and
I've seen some clips. Yeah, it
like,
looks.
yeah, it's brutal. And now that it's like it's not as fulfilling as I thought it would be because he has these side quests that are taking up like a lot of my time, and I'm like, no, I need you to smack somebody of your one person of your classmate.
Ah,
I am so focused in trying to see if he gets to have his revenge. I picked up the manga, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I did. Because you're not gonna have me coming here week to week and then you're not gonna deliver. Come on, sir. I ordered my Uber Eats. I want it hot. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend this to nobody. This is my version of my trash isekai. Thanks, Derbs.
you're welcome.
So yeah, this is
And I'm
just
sorry.
nah. Don't
All
be,
at
don't
once.
be. All at once. Don't be, don't be.
No, it's
Everybody
both.
needs a
It is
trash
both.
watch. You know. So I might not be here for a long time, but I'm just here for a good time. So yeah, that's my number one. Brie, what you got for me? Oh, as a matter of fact, none of y'all saw it, right?
No,
Failure
I did
frame?
read the first few chapters. So I do plan on watching it. It's just later.
Okay. All
I
right.
can't. I have a low tolerance for low quality isekai,
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair
which is
enough.
wild since like Derby loves it so much and it
I
just
do.
hurts my soul. I would
I
feel
do.
myself dying slowly if I put my eyes on that. I need to preserve my eyes for better shows. Like, once again, another gorgeously animated slice of life
You
where
saw what you did
these
there?
animators, yeah, see that transition?
I love
They
that.
went way harder than they needed to in this weird, casual, little bit of nothing show. So, I am talking about Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary. So, what you got
Trust me, man.
is a guy who in elementary school was like a Detective Conan, case closed, ready to like stick his nose in mystery, solve everything, smartest guy in the room, and a girl who apparently we don't even know what her deal used to be. They grow up, they make it through junior high and make it to high school, and they decide, you know what? I'm done with the weird shit. I'm gonna be normal, damn it. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna sip tea in a cafe, and I am not going to solve a single mystery. And then
Lies.
episode one, mystery.
Lies.
And it's not
Episode one,
just
mystery.
episode
Yes.
one, mystery, episode two, mystery, episode three, got something to solve. But the thing that makes this so fun is like it's not murders, it's not adultery, it's not these like big dramatic things. It's the tiny thing. It's the case of that schoolgirl who lost her pencil case. Mystery. It's
Where is it at?
the mystery of how did this fucker make a cup of hot chocolate without getting the spoon dirty? Kind of
No, it was
mystery.
the
It's
sink
good
wet.
hot chocolate too. That's
It was the
episode
sink
two.
wet.
This
This
episode's
kinds of nonsensical bit of nothingness, but it is just gorgeously done. The animators were doing all kinds of weird, fun techniques. It is just a visual stunner of a show. If you're the kind of person that watched the first episode of Zom 100, wasn't worried about the zombies, but was just looking at the editing and the shot to shot and how fun they played with the colors and did things, then I think you might enjoy Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary. because it's just so strongly character driven. If you think that there's no such thing as a good show where characters just sit in a room and talk, this is the kind of thing that will change your mind because it's that, but it's so dynamic and vivid and fun that every time the episode ends, I'm like, the fuck? I just turned it on. What you mean it's been 23 minutes? It's been 45 seconds. I had my stopwatch on and everything.
That did
I
happen.
cannot believe when every episode ends.
R.I.P. to the strawberry shortcake. That
Oh, don't even say it. My heart hurt.
now R.I.P.
Like we all understood her murderous intent at that point. It
She wasn't even upset about the bike.
was like,
Said
fuck the bike.
the short when she went into that convenience store and she was singing because they went in to get a beverage and they
To go with
decided
the
to use
cake.
beverage to go with the cake. So saying strawberry, 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 right? And he's looking at her like, oh, she really. And then they slowly see the cake just bam on the floor, and they just see somebody run with the bike.
Dang.
He's like, oh, they got my bike. She's like, the cake though. The cake, mind you, that was the last two. It was
Yeah.
seasonal.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell me you weren't stressed
No.
all the first episode. But she's sitting patiently saying, like, we'll go together. It's okay. I'll wait. Time
thought
is
she wasn't
ticking,
gonna get
time
the
is ticking,
cake.
when sun is starting to set. I was stressed and so happy. I celebrated when she bought the last two cakes.
It was satisfying. It was satisfying.
And then-
You know what hurt? You know what
The
really
reward
hurt?
for being a
And
good
then-
person. She got the cakes,
She, man,
and she didn't.
you know what hurt me even more out of all that is that they started episode 2 without telling us who stole the fucking bike.
Right.
Dropped the cakes. Like, ladies and gentlemen, okay, after the mystery, they decide to go to get a pastry, and it was a seasonal pastry, them two. Come to find out, right, as they go to get a bev at a local 7-Eleven, somebody steals the bike, throws out the pastries.
Like a
And
monster. Why would you not just keep?
He doesn't even
You're
steal the
already
pastry.
stealing the bike.
We would all feel better if he stole the pastries. But nah, he said, what's this shit? It's slowing me down.
And
I
throw
just
Bought
steal
them to steal
both.
the bike.
He threw it. Now, if he would have just tapped it down, like
Put it on
placed
the
it
side.
on the corner, I would have been like, you can have the bike. I got my
Figure that out.
pastries. But he just threw it. And I was like, oh, man. If
Disrespect.
I ever questioned if there was a hell, I just saw it happen. It was just terrible. So yeah, that's the only thing my gripe is that we went on to the next episode and we just immediately just not gonna we're not gonna address the elephant in the room. Who's this guy stealing the bike?
Well,
What
this
is
is a show about solving little nonsense mysteries.
I mean, yeah.
It-
Yeah.
we obviously will eventually get to it, probably.
All right, but for me, this is it's a beautiful artwork. Love the animation. Love how they solve cases. Am I gonna be at the last stop for this one? I might not. I'm sorry. I might not. I might not. I might
You're
not.
coming for me.
Nah, I'm gonna be at the last stop for this one.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
For
All right.
this one, it's up my alley.
All
I
right.
do
so
enjoy. I do enjoy anime where people are just sitting in a room talking. Love
Okay.
it.
2 out of 3 ramen cups approve. And it's beautiful and vivid.
all right, so
That our
two-
new rating system.
There it is. Yeah, there it is. So 2 ramen cups
Out of
for
3.
for Lapin Track. That's what the studio's called. Lapin Track. Am I saying it right? Lapin.
I
LA.
have no idea. Is that the studio's name? Because whatever the
Yeah.
studio is, they did a marvelous job.
Yeah, they did a great job. Okay, Derbs, you're up.
All right. So obviously, I'm gonna have an isekai on my list. My next choice is no longer allowed in the world. So I have been reading this for a while.
Uh-huh.
Just picked up volume 6. So a little concerned that the anime is moving a little faster than I'm reading, but hey, it is what it is. So I always love it when they give me a character that is just different. And one of these characters fully appreciates that as well, since she just decides to drop her whole lifestyle and follow this nigga around.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, if you ever watch Zetsubo Sensei from way back when,
Mm-hmm.
where it's just this teacher who's suicidal, well, consider him, but throw him in an isekai where that does not change. Like, homie gets here, like, fantastical world. There's elves and all this. And it's like, that's cool. And his first course of action to try and nope himself out. Like, he just tries to continue what he was already trying to do. Like, basically, the truck coon came through while he's trying to kill himself. So it's basically just this dude going on a journey trying to out off himself, and it just never works out,
Oh my
and just
god.
saves stuff. Like, just accidentally being a hero while trying to commit suicide, and it is hilarious. It is well drawn, so I'm very happy they didn't give it the failure frame treatment. They actually put in some work here. Um, yeah, so failure frame. They're doing some nice psychological work on like what would happen if we send a bunch of fucking people who are losers in their own world, who have no ambition, no idea of how to work hard at things, and to actually try at stuff, and just give them superpowers. It's gonna go like the boys very fucking quickly.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. So it's just that. It's them just discussing that, just showing what happens when you give this person this kind of power. What happens when they compete against each other? What happens when they compete against the world? How do they react to, people with agency that won't listen, even though they're technically so much stronger? And it's like, yeah, the world's not that easy. It's not always just the strongest person who sits at the top.
True.
I do love that vibe of it. It's a bunch of people who think they're the main character, and suddenly one guy comes and says, "No, you freaking ain't. God, you're tacky. Your shoes are tacky. Your hair is
No,
tacky. Your life is tacky.
there,
Get the
I,
hell out."
yeah, I mean, I don't want to spoil it too much, but yeah,
Yeah.
part of his power is basically him just ripping you to shreds with words.
Oh, okay.
That's even power. That's just his innate skill.
Yeah, so it is hilarious. It's just like, I am writing about this loser.
Came
Couldn't
to another
amount to
world, thought he
shit.
could be something. Came to another world and still ain't shit.
Like, all the power at your fingertips. You could be king and you ain't. And
Oh.
that's for a reason. And it ain't everybody else. It's you.
So he's basically that guy in the lunchroom table, just sitting there in the corner, just cracking jokes, basically murdering people
Yes,
with
but
lyrics. Yeah,
very, very poetically, I guess.
of course, they were always poetic with
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah, for sure, for sure,
So
for
yeah.
sure. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's great. Obviously, I think memes have already started with this guy because
Already.
I mean, like again, like him trying to kill himself like right away. That took off for a bit, so I'm sure people will find many more clips to have fun with.
Okay. Okay.
But highly recommend. Yeah.
Okay. I'll check that one out. I haven't started that one. I'll check that one out. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Okay. So my next one is my wife has no emotion. So peep me, peep game, peep game, peep game, peep game. Don't judge me. So here's this guy who he sees a single man working his way up to the top. Well, not working his way up to the top, just working for his next check, basically, in corporate Tokyo. And while he's doing the damn thing, he can't wait to go home. Why? Does he have a wife? No. Does he have a pet? No. So why is he in a rush to go home? He has one better. He has both. It is an android wife that functions as, I think you could consider her a pet. A little bit. Yeah, I think so.
So
So
he's Omni Man.
I like that. I like that. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I like that. I like that. So I do love how funny, I find it funny for him to fall in love with an android that is supposed to help him keep house, right? And I love how serious she takes her job. So he just says, you know what? It'd be good if we just got married. I mean, we're doing everything that a relationship requires of a marriage. Might as well just do it. So she just looks at him and she's like, okay, compute, right? Basically. So while he's like, okay, maybe she just took me for a joke. The next morning, sorry. The next morning, I guess Shorty downloaded and Googled everything about what it means to be a good wife.
Hmm.
And she said, all right, hurry up. You gotta get up to go to work. You gotta get early. Here's your lunch. Here's all that. So I want to know when I'm getting my ring. Like she's all ready for it, and she has no emotion whatsoever. Now I gave this a try. I thought it was very amusing. I gave it 3 episodes. I'm not gonna be around for the last stop on this train. I'm gonna
Dad,
tell
this is
you
supposed to be
why.
the shows you recommend.
Right?
You've given us Fatal Frame. You've given us My Android is a Wife. What are we doing?
I don't know. I just picked the ones that didn't like. I thought I was onto something, and then I wasn't. Okay, I can admit failure. Okay, I can. I can. I'm
Okay, so
giving you
these
my
are the
honest
Patty warning
opinion.
signs.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay.
here's the problem. I don't like the fact that at some point people are not taking it serious. How this man probably should seek help
Mm.
because he's really considering marrying an
His token.
android, right?
That's
And
what I think even in the episode he acknowledges, hey, this is a rice cooker. My
Basically.
Android wife, she's basically not.
No,
He's the kind
the
of
greatest
guy
rice cooker in
that
the world.
Siri says has a nice day, and he feels touched because Siri cares.
Yeah. He's the main character from her. Basically.
there it is.
Oh, I hated that movie.
There it is. There it
I
is.
ain't even watched that movie. I saw the premises. Went, nah.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I just want to have a good
I said
impression
I
of my
enjoy
mind of
watching
you.
people in the room talking, not person and phone.
Nah, not at all, not at all. So that's my only gripe about it. I just want, because he's such a good character, I want more for him. And I want him to realize that this is not the type of relationship that you should be having. Why is it that you can't function outside in the real world despite, having to have these hard, harsh working hours? So, yeah, I probably won't be on the last stop.
Tell me, so you got 3 episodes in. I had watched the first episode. Later, does it start to imply that she does have emotions, contrary to title? Does she have some
It's
kind of
not.
agency or personality of her own, or is she really a rice cooker?
She's a rice cooker because it's not like she has emotions. It's just like she knows what she's being told to do something and she does it the best way possible. That's how I see it. I haven't seen any emotion yet. I just see that she just knows how to upgrade when there's a new iOS up. That's it, pretty much. So
It's basically just like Patty said, it's just new directives.
yeah, that's it.
It's like, all right, be wife. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Eh,
I
come
did pick this
telling you
up.
not to drink that much.
Yeah, oh yeah, I love that. She knew the science. You drinking, I need you to drink the same amount of water, the same amount of alcohol, so you can still go to work tomorrow.
You have bills. If you
We
can't
got bills,
fill- Hey, if you can't fill the fridge, you ain't eating. So
right? I need that new Armor All polish. I'm trying to get that stainless steel finish when you come home. All right, so next.
All right, final round, folks. Amending to this, we got to keep it minimal. So, if you are interested in a human to non-human romance that is a bit better than that, I highly recommend Mayonaka Punch. This one, I feel like it came out of nowhere. I hadn't really heard about it. Is it an original anime? I'm not sure if it's an original, but it might be. And this is a vampire and a human, but like in a way that's hilarious. So it's is it even a romance? It's kind of basically we have this ancient YouTuber. She's toxic as hell. She's so toxic that she is in her YouTube channel that she started with her 2 friends, took
it is
off,
an original.
and
by
then
the way.
the 2 friends kicked her out. It pretty much starts with her in the middle of a live recording, tackling and punching the shit out of them.
Well, I
and
mean,
they
she
say, like,
punched
yeah,
him
no.
before. That's why they're kicking her out.
Right? I think she did it twice,
Why they
honestly.
kicking her out again? Why they kicking
She's
her out?
violent, it seems.
We don't even fully know the backstory. All we know is this was a 3-person
She throw
YouTuber
hands.
group, and 2 out of 3 said, yeah, we're done. We're done. So she's out on her ass. Like they let her keep the house, but they're like, yeah, deuces, we're continuing the channel without you. So she's sitting there looking at the online hate flaming her, looking at her two old best friends from high school saying, like, yeah, she sucked and we're better off without her. Let's continue with this channel that she started. But we're gonna, keep it going and just hire an editor to do her old job. So she's like, okay, you know what? Fuck these bitches. I'll do it by myself.
Ain't
She
nobody coming to
tries,
see you,
she
Otis.
flops.
I do hope they fail. All
Oh, okay.
Right? I want to see more about them. So
right.
she tries, she flops. So this is a show so far about a bunch of people who suck. For
Yeah.
her specifically, she decides, okay, for my new channel that I'll do all by myself without those bitches, I'm going to investigate a haunted hospital. So she goes, and lo and behold, it's haunted.
Well,
Coincidentally, in this
not
hospital,
exactly haunted, but yes.
is a vampire who woke up after 20 years of napping, doesn't even know what YouTube is. Let's pause for a moment and remember what was going on in 2004. Did we even have Motorola Razr phones yet?
I want to say yes.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Okay, so we might have had Razr phones. We didn't really have smartphones. I think maybe like BlackBerry era, but
Yeah,
Facebook
it was
wasn't a
definitely
thing yet.
Blackberries and PDAs.
Yeah.
BlackBerry's PDAs. I don't think YouTube was YouTube around in 2004.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yes.
It was.
For
In
sure.
a very trimmed down version, but yeah.
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 Mhm.
Definitely pre Facebook. So that gets you an idea of when this vampire is working out from. Like, she knows about technology a little bit, but apps, no idea. Smartphone, who's that?
Mm.
So, vampires walking through the hospital when she sees, hey, there's a hot chick. I'm pretty sure I dreamed about drinking this chick's blood. Bet. So immediately, our main character, ancient YouTuber, has a vampire who wants her. Like at every level. This is like really heart pounding stuff. But, she manages to strike a deal. In her defense, I'm pretty sure our YouTuber chick is drunk out of her
Oh
mind
yeah,
at
she
this
was
point.
shit-faced.
But she makes a promise. Hey, hot vampire babe, you get me to, I think, 1 million subscribers, I will let you drain me dry. And Ms. Vampire says, bet, agreed, handshake, let's go. So this is a hilarious comedy about a girl who's trying to like get back to YouTube, half for petty reasons, half because she just legitimately loved making YouTube videos, teaming up with a house full of vampire chicks in order to, get popular on YouTube
And show those bitches. apparently.
and show those bitches who kicked her out of her own her own channel. It's really fun. I did not have any expectations of it coming
I
forward,
fully
but it
expected
is a
to
blast.
Yeah, I fully expected to watch the first episode and go, "This is not for me." But no, it's for me. I loved every second, and I have been watching it every week ever since as well.
This
So
sounds fun.
it is.
It's both comedic but also like a little bit heartwarming and touching how
and
their interactions go.
and it does go into like some of the content creation and like what goes into it. Getting equipment. You know, dealing
Mm.
with comments. Trying not to flame out, trying to entertain your masses without
Don't feed the trolls.
not feeding the trolls. Definitely.
So yeah, this is a kind
Not
of can be
meeting people in
considered
person.
an industry anime, but the industry is becoming a YouTuber. What does it take? What does it involve? What does the editing look like?
Right.
What kind of interpersonal conflicts can you get into when those two scheming bitches from high school decide to kick you out of your own dang channel?
We still don't know what happened.
Right? And I look forward to finding out.
If they ever even get to it.
See, this is why you sign contracts, bitches. Like
Mm-hmm.
before you get monetized, you need to sign contracts. Like I don't understand, but yeah, this on my list.
Yeah, it's worth it. So that is my final draft pick of the night. Derby, what you got?
I'm flipping between two.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm not gonna do two. We promise.
Yeah,
Three.
thank you. Appreciated.
Yeah. So this feels a little bit like a cheat, but it's not because it was made by Wit. I'm gonna go Isekai Suicide Squad because I was looking forward to it so much, and motherfuckers, they did not disappoint. Except for the opening, that's kind of weak. But
Is
the
it?
rest of the show,
The opening is weak. The ending is
The ending is
phenomenal.
phenomenal.
The ending might be my favorite ending of the season.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
it is up there. But yeah, Harley Quinn. It seems she can do no wrong in any fucking medium. It turns out, you put her in a comic book, sells. Put her in a movie, even though DCU is doing terribly. Any movie with Harley Quinn, yeah, we'll watch that.
Don't matter. It's gonna get
Right?
worked out. Yeah.
Animated film does well. Animated TV show spinoff does well.
Perfect.
So yeah, her leading this is doing great. The character, the supporting cast is doing their job like fucking Clay. Yo, it's just so much fun, and the reactions they're having to being isekai while not really understanding what the fucking isekai is, and
Hmm.
they're just still them. Like, yeah,
Hmm.
we're just gonna randomly lead a prison break, not because we have to, just cause. Like it's just them rolling with the punches. Shit happens, and they're just reacting to it quickly in their exact fashion that they would, and it is just a grand old time.
Okay, I'll check that out. I haven't seen that. I'll check that out.
I
Oh,
recommend. I have to. I don't know
yeah.
anything about DC. I hadn't seen the or the Suicide Squad movies at all.
You don't need to.
But I
Well, no, the
freaking
animated ones
loved
you do.
this. Like, just so you know, this isn't a Marvel situation. You don't need to do homework to come into this. You can just come into Isekai
Oh
Suicide Squad and
God.
see. Yeah, I said it. And see this fun crossover. Harley Quinn is the yandere girl she always was meant to be.
And I even like the little bit of flashbacks with Joker where they're just showing like, yeah, he's the prince of crime for a reason. Like he is kind of smart. And he's clever in how he does shit. He's not just insane.
He
So
is. He is the Joker.
yeah,
He is the Joker. Okay. All
Amanda
right.
Waller still ruthless. Apparently can hit some crazy dance moves.
Right?
Shout out
I gotta
to
say, they did great with the black character designs.
yes.
You know, obviously, Deadshot is a black dude, and they do him right. They don't do the stupid lips. They don't do like the weird wide eyes. They
Mm.
gave him the classic animated, Eric Killmonger haircut,
Yeah,
short on the sides, a little bit long dreads on the top, but it looks good.
yeah. That's
Like, take
that's what matters.
notes. You do know how to do this, folks.
Okay. All right. That's cool. So honorable mention, real quick, just one.
You get one more.
No,
And
no,
then
no,
we'll do 3 honorable mentions at the very end.
no. This honorable mention has to go right after Suicide Squad. So this is one little honorable mention, real quick, and then I'm gonna go back to my to my anime. So there is an another DC animated series called The Batman Cape Crusader. It's on Prime.
Yeah.
So DC do not miss when it comes to animated
No.
series. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Nah.
Give it a watch. It's good. They changed some of the genders of the villains, some of the characters. We have a black Commissioner Gordon, which I'm very, and he has a silky smooth voice. I love it, and he loves his daughter, and it's just perfect. The Penguin is a woman. It's
sounds interesting.
gangsta. I love it. We get to see the early stages of Batman. We get to see how he's just egotistically like he just don't care. He's like, so I like to have fun. I like women. What's the problem? I don't need therapy. I'm like, so
I don't need
yeah, that's
therapy,
just
I'm
another
fine.
honorable mention. We were talking about Suicide Squad,
That's
the
fair.
anime. Okay, that's it. Now back to the regularly scheduled program already in progress. My last and final anime that I'm definitely going to watch through the end. I'm on the bus. I'm
Are
gonna
you
go
sure?
to the last stop. I
Huh?
promise you, I will. It's called what is it? Wistora Wand and Sword.
I did like the action in that. That looked good.
That shit had no business being this good. So here we go. We go in a world where magic is everything. Magic is your identity. Magic is your. If you don't got magic, you ain't nothing. You ain't shit. So basically, this dude grows up with this girl, and they both dream on being like the greatest magicians in the world to protect their village, right? Come to find out, he has no magic, none whatsoever. He does not, none. So she excels so well that she's one of the higher ups. She gets to live in this beautiful tower.
You know this is
There's
Black
a-
Clover, right?
Nah, this is
Nah, I
better
would
than
say
Black
Mash
Clover.
Show more.
This is Mashell if it was serious.
Yeah.
if Masha was serious.
But sorry, can proceed.
So, she gets to be in the tower. She's the one that's highly favored, blessed with all types of magical gifts, and she's also doing research. While he is stuck trying to just have basic lessons that he cannot pretty much grasp. So the only thing that he's able to do to maintain credits is just go into dungeons. So whenever he defeats a certain level of monster, he's able to go back with a piece of it to one of the headmasters and say, hey, listen, I defeated this monster. And he's the only one that's allowed to get this type of pass. No one's allowed in the dungeon, right? Now, why is he in a dungeon with no magic? Because the motherfucker got hands. The way he slices, you would have thought he was making chopped cheese out of these monsters. The way he's just bang, 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 and it's so ill. I don't want to say too much, but there was a fight. And one of the villains, one of the headmasters, does not want him to excel and succeed because his main thing is you cannot fight a wand with a sword. It does not make sense. I don't care how strong. What? The verse.
Touch me.
The verse. I was just like, who wrote these quotes? This is fire. So now, it's just a lot of people are like confused because they don't want to see him win just for the sole purpose. It's like you're changing the whole reasoning of why magic is so important and why magic is the key to everything. If you come in here without no magic abilities, but you could be in the same level as the most greatest wizard just because you have a sword, that's a problem. Because now people start questioning, what is magic really? Do you really have, because magic, everything is about magic and status. If you don't have it, you're nothing. So now this is a concern because now will this dude, when he does
revolution.
Exactly. Because I know he's probably not the only one that does not have any form of magic and is being bullied for not having it. This right here has me at the last stop. I'm going to stay on this ride and see what happens. The animation is beautiful. The fight scenes, immaculate. It's clean, it's crisp. It might turn into a harem. I can understand how one of the girls might get a little hot. No, because the choreography to these fights is fucking fire. It's fucking fire, you know? So I can see why, you know, a lot of girls are inquiring about him, even though they don't want to say it out loud, because he's also known in school for being one of the, you know, I don't know, ungifted, you could say.
Right.
It is okay. I have to say this story real quick, because it was so hard. This is the first episode. It was so hard. Real light spoiler. So boom, the three bullies that are focused on picking on him was like how bad this dungeon can be. They overhear one of the headmasters give him an assignment and say, yeah, you can go to the dungeon, but you can only go to this level. These guys, these three bullies is like, piece of cake, let's just go. There's no way he can do it and we can't. So they take it upon themselves to go to the dungeon when they're not supposed to. True indeed, they go, they find the most biggest monster who's not, this is not even his floor. So I don't know how he got there. So the monster, this dude shit on his pants. The other dude, I thought he was dead, but come to find out he came back episode 2. I really thought he was dead because I didn't know where the blood came from. So boom. So the one main bully is like trying to, like, his little fucking twig, his heavy his shit was just hitting flames and nothing was happening to the monster. The monster was laughing like it was tickles. And then finally, you see a moment where he's like, I should let these niggas die.
He should.
Because they pick on me all the time. And he didn't. He got there. He sat there. He sliced them up in 2.5 seconds.
And then
he wasn't going to let him die. And then he pulled out his hand and asked the bully, are you okay? You thought he got to thank you?
I'm not that nice of a person.
Hey, hold on, peep game. You think he got to thank you? You think he got to praise? You think he even got like, yo, I didn't even know you was that nice. No. The bully's like, you still ain't shit. Matter of fact, I hate you even more because you're not supposed to be able to do this. This is me. I'm the golden child. I'm the one with the golden ticket. Willy Wonka does not want you. Like, there's no reason for you to be this powerful and not use magic. You are defying science. You are what they call a mystery within you are a Rubik's Cube that should not exist.
Hmm.
So now they continue, nobody knows what's really going on. And the bully gets to be a hero because they hear about the monster being defeated, but it goes to the bully, not to the true guy that killed the monster. So that's just the first episode. Thank you, TikTok, because somebody recommended this shit this weekend. Came on my For You page, and it was just I'm hitting it for the whole ride. This is my shit. All right, I'm done.
Okay, well, before we wrap up, does anyone have any honorable mentions they would like to put to the floor?
Do I mean, not that many, but I would put I parry everything. Pure fantasy show. Uh, and it is exactly what the title says. His main skill is that he parries, and he does that throughout the show.
I'll escalate that to just general applause for High Dive because they also have Oshinoko season 2. And if y'all fools
Oh
aren't watching
yes.
Oshinoko yet,
Shame on you.
what are you doing?
First
Like,
episode got me.
I
I was
heard there was
like,
some
what?
controversy because of some stuff that happens in the manga, and let me tell you, I don't care.
Nah, it's resolved. I think it's fine.
I don't care. It's like what?
What?
But
What's pairing? Hold on. What's pairing? Perry. What's that?
Perry?
I parry everything. So
Yeah.
basically, it's the main character grows up reading books about a hero, and he wants to be one. So he knows like,
Abbreviated form. This is an honorable mention, sir.
oh my bad. So he wants to be a hero. He goes to all the schools to try and be an adventurer. He flunks out of each one after finishing the full course, but since he can't get any skills, they go, "Hey, you ain't about this life. Get the fuck out." Hey, you only learn basic heals. Get the fuck out. You can't be a cleric. You can't be a warrior because you can't like learn the proper like dragon drive skill or whatever the fuck it's called.
Hmm.
Either way, he only picks up parry. He does that for like the next 10 years. Turns out he becomes OP at it. Go
What's Perry?
Yeah.
parry. Like if somebody like strikes you with a sword and then you hit the sword and get it to go away from you. Think
Oh,
deflect.
he only has defense skills.
No, just the
Pretty
one
much.
defense skill.
Yeah.
Parry.
A
So one.
singular defense still.
Yeah.
Okay, got you, got
And
you.
then the basics of everything else.
Ride it till the wheels fall off. That's it.
I
Basically.
would say, yeah, episode 1 is worth a look if anyone's curious and if you have High Dive. That's the other big asterisk for that one.
Okay. All right. What
We're here
about
about
you?
that yo ho ho life.
What
I
about
wouldn't know
you?
nothing about that. No.
Psych. Well, what about you, Bree? Any honorable mention?
No, I was just elevating to Oshinoko and High Dive in general, but that's it. That's it. I won't say any
Okay.
more.
Any
Just
more?
Oshinoko is still an absolutely incredible season.
Okay. Well, since we wrapped that up, I wanted to bring this to the show. I wanted to ask you guys a question. So this came on my For You page on TikTok, and I'm not going to say too much. I'm just going to play it, and then I'll come back and ask you guys how you feel about it.
Opinion that you have?
I guess one of the more unpopular anime opinions that I have is anime has just become the same.
Oh, word?
There are no unique styles to it anymore. A lot of them just have, a lot of the like mainstream ones have a very, just like you can tell that it's all very mass produced. It's like a lot of like manga adaptations like an anime all just look the same because they all take the same style now.
Okay.
I'm going to be really nice by not commenting on any specific people. I will just say I strongly disagree. So if you think that everything kind of is looking the same, a lot of it does because we have a high volume of shows coming out, and a lot of those shows are still going to be some like generic isekai Kirito, but there
Mhm.
are so many amazing unique gems. And Devilman Crybaby sucks. It is my number one most hated anime of all time. So just bringing that
I
one up
doubt
as your
it's your number
example
one, but props.
causes me internal bleeding. But yeah, I feel like several of the shows even we've been discussing
Yeah,
in this
like
episode,
Mayonaka Punch alone.
yeah, they have such vivid individual visuals.
Mm.
Mhm.
Thing from like last season, Astronaut looks
Mm.
very different from usual shows. Like hell, fucking the Fable.
Oh, the Fable is a great
Like,
example.
Uh,
Suicide
like
Isekai Squad is doing some unique stuff.
yeah. So like I see some of her point. I, my assumption would be that she has become busy as an adult. Right? I'm gonna assume that she is much older than when she started. And yeah, she's just become busy so she can watch like two, three shows. So she watches the top three recommended. And yeah, those will probably look a little similar. But
okay.
if you're watching all the show, there is some hidden artistic gems in almost every season.
Um, one, if you come across this problem, it's because you're not listening to the Black Ramen podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, tune into Black Ramen podcast. We'll give you all the titles and all the shows that you definitely need to look into. We know that what sells, it's sometimes battle shonen.
Hmm.
But what I'm proud to say about Black Ramen is that we venture out beyond just battle shonen. We are into all the genres, and the ones that are worth mentioning are the ones that you should be seeking. And even the ones that we do mention, and we say we're not going to ride it all the way, we do still show you some good points about this particular anime, even though it may be a little lackluster. But we are going through different genres, different art styles, different story to see what you guys might like. Because jumping into anime, jumping into this medium, you're just like, damn, they're only pushing this on my For You page. No, 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 you're not watching Black Ramen. No, 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 you're not listening to Black Ramen because anime is so vast and it touches so much. And these studios, I refuse to believe these studios are not coming home with a decent check just to be same and mediocre. I can't believe it. We transition from hand drawing to actually digital artwork to actually beautiful choreography movement, a little bit of CGI. We've seen such a big range of Ufotable putting up, like, setting the bar up for all these other studios to come up and not be half-ass. We've seen even animes that are not even top tier, meaning not pushed.
I think a Kebi Sailor uniform,
Oh,
like that was a
gorgeous.
gorgeous show that basically just died
No,
by the wayside.
no reason. Like these for you to say that the animes are just the same, I think you have to broaden your horizons a little more. And the only way you can do that is listening to Black Ramen podcast. But it's just so many different art styles we see nowadays. We see these studios dive in to do different techniques where we also see Mappa take Dancer where they actually have the real dancers and they just overdraw the choreography of beautiful ballerinas just taking the pose and just taking your breath away. We also see something linked click where they also have the dance moves when they have like the connect.
More manhwa and Korean webcomics.
Yes. And
Immediately different.
they are different. You can actually see on YouTube how they actually created that OP, the opening sequence, where they actually have a man and a woman actually just doing the moves and they just draw the character over them. That's something that we don't see as much, but when it does hit like that, it's beautiful. We see Jujutsu Kaisen do it at their ending when it comes to the dancing, the ending sequence. Not only that, these battles, we came a long way from Battle Shonen for just seeing Goku just pop, 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 and just the flashes. We're actually seeing real fight work.
Slow it down. Let me see every single hit.
Let me see it connect. Let me see it connect. Right. And we're also seeing that studios are paying more attention to little details. I know we talked about this before. Oshinoko, there's a reason for everything that happens when it comes to the eyes. Like,
Oh, I love when their eyes go evil.
I love it. It's like,
Yo,
now you're supposed to pay attention because there's a monologue, right? There's a dialogue that's happening right now. Either she gonna die or she gonna tell you the real shit who your father is. But either way, that wasn't her eyes when she first started the show, and something's up.
yo, and I
And
love the
and
fact Oshinoko, everybody crazy.
oh,
Everybody's broken and crazy
that
somehow.
shit
Oh,
crazy because that's the world we live in.
But yeah, at the core, yes. If you look around, it is easy to find 10 characters of any type that look the same just because
Yeah.
we have so many anime coming out. But to say, like, oh, it was better and more diverse 5, 10, 15 years ago,
There was
that's
just
just
less.
not an accurate statement.
And I said I was gonna be nice, but real quick, shut the fuck up, bitch. Let the shit
No,
be mass
stop it.
produced.
No.
No.
Hey, yo,
Because
whoa,
that's not a
whoa.
bad take, especially if someone
No.
comes up to you off the
No.
side of the street and says,
I
hey,
don't
give me
care.
a right now.
No, I don't care.
You can
Let
say
my
things
joint
like a lot of things look samey.
let
We
my
all
joint
joke
be
about
mass
Kirito
produced.
lookalikes.
No, let my joint be mass produced. I'm eating good for the last couple of seasons. Are you telling me, oh, it's mass produced? That's a problem, bitch. You better go to Barnes and Nobles and keep the fuck up.
Yeah, like
Are you kidding
even
me?
in those series, even in those
But I was just joking.
genres,
I
and
like her.
even in those genres where it feels mass produced, there's always like a good hidden gem just popping out where
Oh
they just
yeah.
change up.
Odd Taxi.
Like
Oh,
Odd
odd
Taxi.
taxi exists.
Odd Taxi, yeah.
Hell, what 1, 2 seasons ago, Seventh Prince,
Oh, beautiful.
right?
Seven Press was awesome.
Like that is supposed to be a generic isekai, and it just
Mhm.
said no.
It just hit.
Right?
No.
Freeman.
Comparing
No
character
one thought
designs
Freeman was going to be this
ignores
good, right? No one thought Freeman was going to be this good until they really
Freeman.
tapped in and they just did numbers. That's not your basic anime. I don't think it is. That is some lore fantasy for your ass. And the artwork is beautiful. Why the flowers got to
I
brush
think
away
that's
like
the
that
key
so
right
good?
now. If you're just comparing like the design of two characters, you ignore everything else that the animators and art teams worked hard on. Like, how does the scenery look, perhaps? What does the movement look like? What kind of fights are we seeing? What kind of dynamics? What kind of editing? There's way more to just purely the visuals of an animated show than just the design of individual characters.
Yes. I totally agree. I totally agree. So, okay. So now I know how y'all feel.
All in all, Black Ramen does not agree with this take.
No, we don't. We
As is
actually
true
have
for
a
most hot takes, to be completely honest. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
most hot takes are nonsense.
Yeah.
True. But this is a hot take where you can actually find a solution to. Ladies and gentlemen, watch and listen to more Black Ramen.
Yeah.
we really try our best to really navigate in this world of anime and come and give you titles that are worth watching, worth reading, and worth checking out. I don't see people talk about Odd Taxi like us. I don't see people talk about these hidden gems like us. Like, we will shout it out to the rooftops if you let us, if you give us a good show that deserves its own reward. Like, nah, we're not here for, listen, check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not here for the masses. We're here for you. Take that. Take that.
And with that, I think we are done for the night.
Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, we do have the anime trivia book that's available on Amazon. Definitely go check that out if you want to be the life of the party, or if you just want to be a know-it-all and toxic as hell. Take that for yourself. Ask random anime questions to your friends and watch them struggle, because I didn't get any of these shits right.
Not only that, that book will have a ridiculous amount of anime that we do recommend watching.
Oh, for sure.
Which, might help with your sameness issue.
I like that segue. Darbs, you're the best. You're the best. You're the best. I love that. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to Anime NYC, let's just make this announcement. If you're going to Anime NYC and you see us, say hi. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to Anime NYC. We're going to be there this year. We're going to be there at the Jacob Javits Center, August. Yes, Anime NYC is now in August. You will see us there with our press
So, like,
badges.
2-3 weeks.
When?
Yes, 2 or 3 weeks. But yeah, you will see us there. Come, say hi to us. We will be giving out stickers. We will be giving out pins and all types of great stuff. Come talk to us.
Unless you see me running in through Artist Alley, I might be busy. All right.
Listen, if we don't have the mic in our hands, don't talk to us. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You listen. We love
You can say hi, just walk and talk.
Follow me. Follow me. But yeah, we would love to see you. We would love to converse with you. We'd love to see what your thoughts about the show, and what would you like to see us talk about if we haven't talked about something that you're thinking that would be a great topic for the show. Come to us. We'll, And anything else? Any final words?
Oh, good night, ladies.